Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Morning Live Show. The live show's podcast and meta content is brought to you every week by these loyal sponsors. McGraw-Webb Chevrolet on the bypass in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for 30 years. Join the McGraw-Webb Chevy family today. Tucker ATV, Jackson, Alabama, your local servicing Polaris Hustler Echo dealer with an international reputation. CT Ward Power Sports in Camden, Alabama, XL Godfrey Hurricane Boats powered by Mercury and Yamaha engines, your water skiing gear headquarters on Lake Millers Ferry. Safford Trading Company and Safford Equipment under the tower in Safford, Alabama, home of your residential and commercial lawn care bundle bear. Wildlife Management Solutions in Utah, Alabama. Let the guys at WMS select the right seed and blends for your soil type. South Alabama Kubota and Reynolds on the Strip in Monroeville, Alabama. Kubota and Skag Zero Turns, the right Kubota tractor for the right price. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Gettin Outdoors live show, first one in 2024. We are live from the Lawler Timber Company Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. 37 degrees outside, sunny, with an east-southeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope everybody is having a great new 2024. It's time to start out that new year. Let's go over some events that's going on this weekend. We're going to start off with the Lake Sunday Crappie Series, Winter Series, stop number 2 at the 400 public launch in on Lake Registration will be from 5 a.m. to 5:45 a.m. Sunday morning. First cast at 6:30, 3 o'clock weigh-in. Participants can leave once entire team arrives and registration is complete. $125 per boat, maximum of 5 people per boat, 7 fish limit per boat, 9-inch length minimum. Payout is 1 per 5 boats. And tournament director to contact for pre-registration and questions, Cody White. And his number is 205-994-4273. I got it up there on the screen, or you can contact their Facebook page at Lake Sunday Crappie Series. That is the only tournament I got going on this weekend. I do see where Jeremy Bass is bringing his 2024 Southern Bama Bass Shootout, Pride of the South Shootout, to Selma City Marina. That will be January the 13th, next weekend in Selma. That will be the first big tournament in that new great facility that they have really done a lot of upgrades on. So next weekend, y'all check it out. Weigh-in will be at 3 o'clock. Pride of the South Southern Bama Bass Shootout next weekend in Selma, Alabama. We had our big doe contest last weekend. And for the Wilcox Area Chamber Big Buck Contest, the winners were Ken Chance. He had a 134-pound doe, came in first place. Second place was Brianna Carney with a 125-pound doe. Third place was Craig Gamble with a 120-pound doe. And Eric Evans won the drawing, $250 drawing. And the tickets are still on sale if you hunt in Dallas, Lowndes, Butler, Monroe, Clark, Marengo, or Wilcox County. You are eligible for the Big Buck Contest. There'll be one more Big Doe Contest January the 27th and 28th, and there'll also be one more drawing for a $250 random drawing. So y'all, if you're a hunter, check that out. Now, I got some information on a first annual predator contest coming up in February. Don't know much about it. Watley, Alabama is where it's going to be. If anybody is interested in that predator contest, that is who to call. Call Ethan Flowers, and you can get Ethan at 251-360-9381 for more information. I think he wanted to make this a pretty big deal, so we will see. Always enjoy hearing from my dear friend, Miss Wendy Paget. She was called me early this morning, and of course she is toting the flag for the 4-H, and we got a lot of openings in the Alabama 4-H right now in Alabama. We got positions available at Bullock, Chilton, Coffee, Geneva, Crenshaw, Jackson, Lamar, Limestone, Montgomery, but the one she's really concerned about is it is an opening in Wilcox County. So there's it. You can scan that code that I got up on the screen right there if you want to know more about it, or go to that website. And this is a great opportunity for some of you young people just getting out of college and wants to get into the 4-H, and they do a great job. And I guarantee you contact Miss Wendy Paget in Clark County, and she will definitely help you get on the way to a career with the 4-H. And we really need one in Wilcox County. So y'all share the word, and let everybody know that there is an opening there. Man, we got a good crowd on here this morning. Good morning, my dear friend, Tommy D. Dadgummit, Tommy D. Let the Michigan Wolverines beat us the other night. But congratulations, Tommy D. My hat's off to you. They played a great game, and congratulations in the national championship game. Old Bud Williamson's tuned in. Good morning, Bud. We're going to show all them catfish Travis Powell caught yesterday in a minute. Doug Pugh, good morning to you, my friend, on a frosty morning. Jackie Watson, you out there on that road this morning, Jackie? Grandma Karen is in the house. Good morning, Grandma Karen. Leon Andrews, how you doing, my friend? There's Miss Wendy. She's on here with us. Y'all get up with Wendy about those 4-H openings. Brandon Threadgill's tuned in. You ought to be out on that river crappie fishing. Brandon, Big Dog, B-Dog is in the house. Glad to see him as always. Miss Tina Carter is in the house. Brad Dunn and Shane Jones. Good morning, my friend. Oh, Shane, he'll be down here this weekend. But talking about fish, let me show you all this. I got a call yesterday. My old buddy Travis Powell. He was a little under the weather, and he had COVID and had to be quarantined. And but he didn't feel bad, so he said he was going fishing yesterday. So he put his boat in below the dam, and he was actually going crappie fishing. He took his live scope down there crappie fishing. He couldn't find any crappie, but he said he kept seeing those big fish on his live scope. So he had 12 jugs in the boat with him, and he said he had 2 skipjack. So he cut them up and put them on those jugs. The lines wasn't 2 or 3 foot long. And buddy, it was some big catfish stacked up down below the dam yesterday. That right there, the picture that I'm putting up right there, was 6 fish 7 fish that I went down there and watched him release. He released all of them, but he ended up going back up there and catching another one that weighed 48 pounds. So he actually had 8 catfish that weighed 274.5 pounds, and he lost another one. He said that was that big, so that would have put it over 300 pounds. But that was yesterday below the dam at Millers Ferry, Alabama River. So if you catfishermen want to get in some of that action, buddy, there it is. Now, you can't keep but one 34 inches long, but it's a lot of fun to catch and release those rascals, I guarantee you. Oh, good morning, Carlton Todd, Rusty Pearson. Good morning to you, my friend. Jared Hudson's in the house. The coon hunt is coming up. I need to get that on my calendar, Jared. The 34th annual Elvis Roberts Memorial St. June Coon Hunt's coming up February the 16th and 17th, looking for vendors and donations as we speak. And when he says donations, they have a big raffle at that event. And if you got something you want to donate to the raffle, they need it. They raffle it off, and they raise a lot of money every year for the Children's Hospital. All right, let's see what else I got. All right, this is some serious business. I got this week, and I see these all the time. But can you imagine going down below the Claiborne Dam and running into a sign like this right here? This is a fish consumption advisory sign. The Alabama Department of Public Health advises limiting the consumption of some fish from these waters on the lower reservoir dam of Claiborne Reservoir. These 2 fish are under advisory due to mercury. And they say do not eat any largemouth bass and limit channel catfish to 1 meal a month. Now, I don't know about blue cats or yellow cats. It's a little vague. But to view the advisory, visit waterkeepersalabama.org/fish. To hear advisories, call 1-844-219-7475. So I don't know. That's all I know right there. They come put a sign up, and there you go. I know they put a report out every year, but it's just, you got to be a Philadelphia lawyer to read it. But heads up, if you're fishing down below the Claiborne Lock and Dam, you might want to get a little more information by going to that website right there. Good morning, Tina Foster. Old Joe Alvarez, Adam Acker tuned in. Ryan Gunn, good morning to you. J.C. Peoples, how you doing, man? They had them on Lake back in the 90s. Yep. Barney McIntosh, good morning to you. Barney, I talked to Barney yesterday. Barney lost one of his long-time rabbit hunting buddies this week. Mr. Collins McKinley passed away, and my condolences and sincere condolences go out to the McKinley family down in Franklin, Alabama. Mr. Collins was a great outdoorsman. He even wrote a book one time. Barney, I wish you could get me a copy of that book. Tina, if you're listening, get me a copy of Mr. Collins' book. I never did get one. I had him on the radio show a couple of times, but he never did. I never did hook up with him and get my book. So I need a copy of that book, Tina or Barney or somebody. Please get me a copy of it. Moody Manus, good morning to you. Miss Lynn Jones, good morning. Danny Jordan, you need to be down there helping Travis catch them big catfish. You sure do. All right, let's see what else we got going on. I do want to also mention that it is an opening at the Roland Cooper State Park for a park host. Now, I think it starts in March. I'm not sure. I got the information up on my Facebook page, or you can contact the Alabama State Park Division, or you can contact the folks at Roland Cooper State Park. But they do have a camp host opening at Roland Cooper State Park. So if you're interested in that, or know somebody that's interested in that, y'all might want to check it out. Good morning, Miss Joyce Wall. Good to see you on here this morning. And let's see what else I got up here. Okay, I did if you did not listen to the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report the other night, we had Representative Chris Sales. That is Representative Chris Sales right there. He is what he calls himself, the fishing politician. And he went over all the new boating laws that took effect January the 1st, and they really were simple. The article that was written on AL.com that came out December the 27th kind of confused everybody, but it's not a real big change. It was more of a change in the wording and the transition and changing the laws from misdemeanors to felonies to boating violations. And what had everybody confused was talking about the safety certifications. What the safety certification, that's what everybody was confused about. Safety certification, all that is your boating vessel license. So he explained all that to us, and I appreciate Representative Chris Sales for coming on and being a leader and telling us about all the new boating laws in 2024. Darn, y'all just keep on coming on. Good morning, Miss Sandy Groves. How you doing down in Dolphin Way this morning? Good to see you. Travis Lee, good morning to you. Oh, Chris Bailey's in the house. Happy New Year, my old Birmingham boys up there in Birmingham, Alabama. Don't never see or hear from them no more. I used to hear from them pretty regular. Tim Maddox, good morning to you, my friend. Are you in the water? What you doing? You sitting in the shooting house this morning. Okay, letting the crappie rest. I hear you, boy. He been tearing them crappie up there on Bankhead, and I appreciate Tim tuning in this morning. If you have not already downloaded and listening to this week's podcast number 250, I interviewed Eddie Salter and Mr. Mark Brunner. We talked mainly about the 2024 rut that's about to begin in our area of Alabama. We talked a lot about that. Eddie talks about his new call where they actually took the walnut log out of the Little Cahaba River, and Mark put it on his sawmill, milled it, dried it, and they sent it. They making turkey calls out of it. They teamed up with Dr. Lyle Kane with the University of Alabama, and it is a beautiful call that they only have a limited edition of the University of Alabama, Eddie Salter, Lyle Kane special edition walnut calls. And we talked about that. And we talked about Eddie he is about to get inducted into the National Wild Turkey Federation Championship Calling Hall of Fame in February at the National Wild Turkey Federation Convention. And we also talked briefly about the Alabama Wild Turkey Hunters Hall of Fame. And I got Doug Maxwell be on with me this week on podcast number 251, and we're going to explain that all the way to you. Good morning, Alan Hudson. The beaver tree is still standing, Tommy D. I got to go down there and get the cars, but he's still gnawing on that big old sweet gum tree. But I say he was. Now, he was day before yesterday. That tree might be done hit the ground now. But if let me show y'all what Tommy D is talking about, because we got a dead gum beaver up, and he is. I just love to hear this. Just listen to this. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Southern Oak Outdoors, formerly Willingham Sports, Demopolis, Alabama. Cody and Rachel Wallace, new owners, where tradition, the hunt, and the catch are only half the adventure. River Legend Outfitters, Citronelle, Alabama, your one stop for all things hunting, fishing, and outdoors. Home of the Frogging Tournaments. Coast to coast true value in downtown Camden, a shopping experience you will never forget. Bubba and Joe Allen Dunn at Dunn Sports in Thomasville, Alabama, across from McDonald's. Outfitters for the serious sportsman. Rack and Reel Sports Grill next to Piggly Wiggly in Camden, home of the all-you-can-eat wings on Thursday night, where anglers and hunters meet for supper. Community Neighbor Bank with locations in Greenville, Camden, Pine Hill, and Grove Hill, serving rural Alabama since 1906. Bringing you the Gettin Outdoors weather since 2007. Harris Farm Marketplace Feed and Seed in Possum Bend, Alabama. Family-owned, family-grown, garden-fresh produce, specialty meats, pigskin, sows, hoop cheese, and coming soon, old-fashioned grits and cornmeal. Plaza Golf Cart Sales in Demopolis and Tuscaloosa. Your easy-go superstore. Town Country United Bank, Camden, Alabama. Proud sponsors of the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report every week on the Gettin Outdoors podcast. Lawler Timber Company, Camden, Alabama. Family-owned independent business offering professional forestry services and home of the Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. Class Storage on the bypass in Camden, Alabama. Safe, secure storage for that motorhome, boat, or camper. ClassStorageLLC.com. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors. Now let's get back to the live show. Oh, welcome back to the live show. That old beaver, yeah, that beaver, he cutting into that. He cutting into that tree. We're gonna see exactly what he's gonna do. When that tree falls down. Hopefully I'll have it on video. Good morning, Alan Hudson, Cliff Wilson. Good morning to you. Mr. Oscar McKinley, good morning to you, Mr. Oscar. I'll show. Sorry to hear about your brother passing away. Mr. Collins was a great man, and my condolences to the family. Scott Dees is tuned in. Where you fishing at this morning, Scott Dees? Big Dog, Lucas Gibson, Miss Becky Hutchison, good morning to you. Jim Nelson, Lucas Gibson, you better get down here below that locking dam, son. You see them fish Travis caught yesterday. Mike Clement, B&B Wheelers Jigs. I put your check in the mail yesterday, Mike, so I'm looking forward to getting them. I'm not going to share those new B&B colors that you sending me, but thank you. Connie Guy, good morning to you. Michael Hilliard, y'all better come on down. Oh, you up that Wheeler. Yeah, y'all up there fishing that big Bama Blues tournament. I talked to Stacy Gaston yesterday, Michael. Good luck to y'all up there, and be careful in that rough water. Will Russian, good morning to you and Happy New Year. Scotty Cook. Yeah, Michael, you and Lucas and Stacy. And I talked to Big Bama Bryant this morning. His boat's out of order, but y'all need to get on down here and get you some of them big fish. Now, that's what y'all been waiting on, them big blues to start bedding up. And looks like they doing it down below the dam here at Millers Ferry. Tommy D, Thunder, Big Dog, B-Dog, Grandma Karen, Miss Jill, all of y'all that have been with me since the Operation Migration Whooping Crane days. I want to welcome y'all. I talked to Tommy D before the show this morning. He said that Thunder hadn't missed but 2 live shows since we started. So I really want to shout out to all you guys and thank you for being so loyal, Tommy D. If you'll pass that on in the chat room over there. Yeah, come on down here Saturday, Lucas. I might carry my drone. Yeah, you got to practice. Miss Maddie's tournament's coming on. Good morning, Kay Donaldson. Good morning to you, my dear. You better enjoy your rest. You fishing to get started on the ABT 100 and Alabama Bass Trail coming up coming up quick. All the tournaments are beginning to come up, and it's that time of the year, Kay. And thank you so much for what you do for all our bass anglers in the state of Alabama. Good morning, Jolly Owens. Let's go over the Community Neighbor Bank weekend detailed Grandma Karen weather forecast for the first weekend of 2024. Today, a 40% chance of showers after 3 p.m., partly sunny with a high near 59, wind chill values between 25 and 35 early, southeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20. Tonight, showers, possibly a thunderstorm before midnight, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Temperature to around 58 by 4 a.m. East winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, becoming southwest after midnight. Winds could gust tonight 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain 100%. Saturday, though, it's going to be mostly cloudy with a high near 58, west winds 10 miles an hour. Perfect day to get outdoors. Saturday night, cloudy with a low around 37, west winds 5 miles per hour. Then Sunday, mostly sunny, high 56, west winds 5 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 35, east winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. That is your getting outdoors, Grandma Karen, Community Neighbor Bank, weekend weather forecast for the first weekend of 2024 in the Lake Millers Ferry area. So it looks like it's going to be a bust tonight, but Saturday and Sunday look pretty good. All right, let's see what Grandma Karen's weather is in California. It's cloudy, 42 degrees. It'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 60 and a low 35. Winds 2 miles an hour, humidity 89%. Next week will be mostly in the 50s. Keep a coat handy, stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy the show. See you next week. Thank you, Grandma Karen, for comparing that weather. You know, it's not much difference in Grandma Karen's weather and our weather, actually, every week on the Getting Outdoors comparison when we compare our South Alabama weather with California weather. That's about all I got this morning, y'all. I appreciate everybody tuning in as always. Remember, I always talk about safety, safety, safety. We have had, I know, one drowning this year. I don't know much about, I hadn't heard of any hunting accidents unless they considered that duck hunter that drowned in that kayak. That might have been classified as a hunting accident. I don't know. Good morning, Mark Brunner. If y'all have not listened to the podcast 250 with Mark and Eddie, Mark, it was a great podcast, man. I listened to it yesterday, and y'all did a great job, and I really do thank y'all for doing what y'all do for the great outdoors. Good morning, Brother Howard Gaston. About time for you to get crunk up on your tournaments, Brother Howard. Send me all the information about the Share the Gospel tournaments, because that's always a great, great tournament. Good morning, Pam Powers. Good morning to you. Have a good weekend too, Wendy Paget, and thank you for letting me know about those 4-H jobs that are open in Alabama. Good morning, Rusty Godbowl. And all right, B-Dog, let me tell you, Laura, she came home for Christmas. And the only way I know she came home for Christmas is I saw her picture with her family spending Christmas. I'm so glad for her. But I did talk to one of her cousins, and they said she just came in, had Christmas dinner, and she went right back. She is getting geared up for 2024. She's got, she is now the social media manager for BASS, and they are keeping her not only busy, but they are keeping her traveling all over the nation. So I didn't talk to her, I didn't see her, but I do get a viewing of her every now and then on social media. But she's doing good, and I know she knows that we're all very, very proud of Miss Laura A.G. Good morning, Stevie Statter, my old buddy. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. So Yeah, we are all real proud of Laura. We really are. All right, everybody, y'all all have a great weekend. Thank you for being on here. What a great crowd this morning. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I always like to bring it on Friday mornings. I got a lot of stuff to do in 2024, a lot of ideas, a lot of new stuff that we're going to be trying here, not only on the live show, but the Town Country United Bike Hunting and Fishing Report every Wednesday at 5 o'clock live on the Facebook page. Let's see what Ryan says. Ryan Gunn says there's going to be a huge fishing day for families with autistic children coming up soon, but no date has. Well, keep me in the loop on that, Ryan, because I sure want to keep up with that. Good morning, Pat Powers. Good morning to you. Mitzi Brunner's tuned in. Good morning, Mitzi. Your husband and Eddie did a great job this week on the excuse me, the Getting Outdoors podcast number 250. If you have not listened to it, you need to go do that because those guys they brought it this week about hunting the Alabama rut and all kind of things. All right, thanks everybody. Everybody do have a great weekend. Stay dry and warm. Now more than ever, God bless America. And remember what old Big Dad always says, Happy New Year and get outdoors.
Pap taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no stick.